What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Doki Doki Blue Skies Now. In case you're wondering why we're here so suddenly, it's because I tried recording. I tried doing a recording of this earlier, and it turns out that the route that we were doing, the path that we were going on from the last episode, just led to Natsuki's death again. Obviously, I didn't upload that one, so I tried some other stuff that I hadn't thought of before, and it just led to another Natsuki death, her breaking up with me. And so after a while, I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm looking it up because I'm sick of having to wrap my mind around this. So it turns out that what you need to do is that you need to get to this point right here, where it's Valentine's Day, and Sayori kind of hijacks our date, so to speak. Now, I've been here before, and the thing that I did differently as opposed to the last time was that last time I defended Sayori. That was the mistake that I made. That led to our first breakup scenario. So, I was told that this time, what I need to do is that I need to apologize. Let Natsuki feel that, yes, she's right. And we'll just take it from there. By the way, if you guys want to see the rest of the videos that I've done of this, I'll leave a link in the description to the playlist, to the video that starts the playlist. But let's just jump right into this and apologize. I'm really sorry, Natsuki. I know that I ruined your day.
My day? Way to put all the blame on me. You can't seriously think I'm just upset because our plans changed, right?
Then what?
You aren't really that stupid, are you?
I pause. Yeah, I am that stupid. We've seen multiple times. This guy is nowhere near the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm pretty sure the time for my dry humor is long gone.
Wow, I wonder how you'd feel if I prioritized you and Yuri in the same way.
Oh. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're less than Sayori. I really, truly care about you, Natsuki, more than words can express. I may not know her all that well, if I'm perfectly honest, but I know what she's feeling.
I just...
For a moment, Natsuki's scowl deepens, but then her expression softens and the tears start rolling down her face.
I don't understand why you would do this when we don't even get to spend time alone together as it is. Haven't we both been looking forward to this day? Am I the only one who thought this was supposed to be romantic? Great way to show that you care.
Hey, come on now, that's kind of harsh, don't you think? Of course I care about you. I just didn't know that Sayori would come over today, and I couldn't just kick her out. She doesn't say anything. You're really special to me, Natsuki, and please don't think for one moment that I value Sayori over you. I reach out to embrace her, but she shrugs me off.
Don't! I don't want to be around you right now. I need some time to think.
Natsuki turns toward the door, never once looking back at me. God, I hope this is right. No, well, hey, nothing else was seeming to work, so... Alright, come again. Let's go ahead and skip past this. Okay. Knock, knock, knock. What the? Someone's at my door at this hour? I hesitantly drop what I'm doing and head to the door. Natsuki? I haven't heard from Natsuki in 2 days, ever since she told me she needed some time. And now?
Hey,
What are you doing here?
you said you'd be there for me, right?
Of course. Alright, let's go ahead and skip. Okay. So here we are at this now. I can't fully wrap my head around what's happening. It's all just weird. I mean, first off, she said only a couple of days ago that she needed some space. Was that all the time she needed? Honestly, I'm not sure if I've had enough time to think myself. I'm still pretty shaken up. And yet here I am, inviting her into my house at nearly 10 o'clock at night. Wait, what does she want from me this late anyway? Surely she'd be better off sleeping at home. If she wanted to get out of the house, she could have... Now that I think about it, if she really needed to get away, where else could she have gone? She knew she could come here because my mom's away. Ugh. Either way, this is a strange situation. This feeling, this uncertainty about how I feel, about my emotions... Oh, I can skip. Doodly-doo. Skipping through the prologue, doodly-doo. Going through the door.
Cute.
Okay, now if I remember right, I meant to keep the money. Getting through dialogue, doodly-doo. Oh.
I got a cute little boy.
I see that. Hey, buddy. Alright, everything's finally set. I breathe a sigh of relief. At long last, I got everything ready. The table, the chairs, dinner, the works. I have to say, I've been learning from the best. I don't think this meal would come together so well. Wait. Yeah, that's weird paraphrasing right there. I hope this works. I've had to spend the weeks since Valentine's Day in a constant state of purgatory, but tonight, that all ends. For better or worse, I just hope I went about this the right way. The question will be, what wrench will be thrown in the works tonight? Just then, I hear a knock on my door. Coming! That'll be my favorite girl now. I open the door and prepare to greet her with an overly sarcastic "Dinner is served." I can barely contain my anxiousness. It's taken almost a week to put this all together. And as the door swings open, I see...
Sayori. Again, really?
Sayori. Why don't I ever have my face cam on anymore? That would have been a beautiful jaw drop shot.
Hey, Flam.
Hey, Sayori. How's it going? Why am I getting a sense of deja vu?
I know I'm early, but
Early?
For what?
For what? No, it's no problem. Come on in. Make yourself at home. I'm a moron.
Natsuki's gonna kill me.
Well, there's that wrench. Sayori wasn't supposed to be here for another half hour. If I don't think this through carefully, I'll have a problem on my hands.
so you didn't really explain what was going on. You just wanted me over for dinner.
Yeah, it's been a while since we hung out. Besides, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Huh?
But that can wait. Don't worry. It's nothing bad. More like, I need to apologize for something.
You don't need to apologize to me, silly. You've done nothing wrong.
Like I said, don't worry about it. Make yourself at home.
Sure. Is there anything else you need help setting up?
No, just sit at the table. I need to make a quick phone call.
Sure.
As she makes her way to the dining room, I hear her ask,
Why are there 3 chairs? Is your mom home?
No, it's a surprise. Like I said, just give me a minute. Oh yeah, the alarm bells are ringing now. I whip up my phone and see a message from Natsuki. God. She's only a minute or 2 away. Thank God. I open the door and step outside into the cold night air, closing the door behind me. Showtime. Indeed it is, my friends, indeed it is. Let the claws come out, let the blood smear, the makeup soak through the rugs.
Bye-bye.
It's showtime!
Just gonna hit the fan now.
Right? After several minutes, I see a figure walking down the street. I jog the few feet over to meet her, smiling all the way.
What are you waiting outside for? It's cold.
Well, before we go inside... I mean... We're already through the ringer with her enough as it is, and now you're gonna... Before we go inside, there's something I need to discuss. You are going to love this! Because, you know, it's unbelievably crazy how insensitive and dim-witted I am. You are going to love this. And the music changes. She shoots me a look that makes me start to reconsider my choices. Not just the ones leading to this moment, but all of them. Well... You are a moron. I'm well aware of how much Natsuki doesn't like surprises. I'm also aware of how little choice there was in this scenario. No! You could not have invited Sayori. That's like... Ah! Well, I've got something to discuss with you before we go inside.
And that would be...
So, I know that you and Sayori haven't been on the best of terms lately. Natsuki doesn't waste any time jumping straight to the answer I expected of her.
I don't remember that being any of your concern. In fact, I remember specifically you being the root cause.
The building anger in her small frame is palpable. You know... There's a fine line between being thoughtful and being stupid. Then there's a fine line between being stupid and being completely mental. And there's even a finer line between being mental and being insane. And the MC has jumped that line to the moon and back. You expected her to just be okay with this. It's my concern because you're my girlfriend and she's my best friend. Don't you think it's reasonable for me to want to see you two guys stay friends?
Not if you're not going to set boundaries I'm comfortable with.
That's why I want us all to talk today, to get things straight and clear up any misunderstandings.
Us all? What do you mean by us all?
I take a deep breath before continuing. Well, I wanted to get the two of you in the same room together for long enough to sort it out. You know, where I can meditate. Or mediate. Yep, there's that anger flaring up again. I mean, you invite her to dinner. Tell her that it's just gonna be you two. A little romantic evening. After waiting so long, after you screwed up royally on Valentine's Day, just to say, oh, by the way, the third wheel's back in the picture now.
So, let me get this straight. You invited Sayori to our date night. Am I the only one feeling deja vu here?
No, you are not. No, I invited Sayori to have dinner with us on something that I specifically told you wasn't a date.
And how is that supposed to make me feel better?
Okay, I know how this looks. I'm with you. I mean, really? Do you really know how this looks, buddy?
Really? Somehow I don't think you're truly with me. If you don't even think I'm capable of handling my own relationships. You seriously think that you need to mediate my private business with other people? Who are you? Some kind of therapist turned hero who needs to save me from my own anger?
Natsuki, you know that's not what I meant. It's what it sounds like, though. All I want is to help you two start a conversation. I mean, can you honestly say that you've tried to patch things up with her yourself?
And who are you to define my friendship with Sayori?
Look, I know what you said to Sayori on Valentine's Day. About not talking to me anymore.
You heard that?
I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but I just happened to walk downstairs while you were talking.
That wasn't my best moment.
Upon remembering that fateful conversation with Sayori, Natsuki seems to deflate with weariness. She heaves a sigh before continuing to speak.
Sorry. I know it's unfair to expect you to stop hanging out with your friends as much just because I'm your girlfriend. Well, in my defense, I didn't exactly want that to happen. But I know that I might have made it seem that way, especially to Sayori. It's not like I don't want you to have any friends, but I just get jealous when I feel like I'm the second choice for someone I care about so much.
Hey, you're always number one in my eyes. And I wouldn't say that it's all your fault. You're right in saying that I didn't set proper boundaries too. I definitely started this whole fiasco by hugging Sayori and letting her in on our Valentine's Day. And that... Oh. Sorry about that, guys. My mom just came in and asked if the cat that was right in her face was in this bedroom with us. In fact, that's why I asked you to come over today. It's been eating away at me that you guys aren't as close as you were, and I'm trying to fix that. And to make it up to you, I've taken tomorrow off to spend time with you as an actual date. We can do whatever you want. Seriously, anything at all. All for you. Just, please let me fix this.
I can't say no to that.
Yes, kill them with kindness, as they say. Before I can celebrate, however, Natsuki puts up a finger.
But I will say this. Your reasoning for all this stuff was fine, but I am not happy with how you went over my head to plan out this whole intervention and lie to me to get me to come over today. You should have just told me the truth and trusted that I'd listen to what you had to say. It's like a weird invasion of privacy the way you butt into my business. It implies that you know better than I do about what's best for me.
Okay, that's totally fair. And I do agree that I shouldn't have lied to you. I'm sorry. I should have thought about how you feel in this situation. There's a lot of things that you don't think about, dude. Another sigh escapes from her lips.
It's fine. Just don't do it again. Now, let's head inside before I change my mind.
Right. After you. As I follow her inside, I watch her hang up her coat and walk into the dining room. Even from outside the room, Sayori's surprise is audible.
Hey, Sayori. I'm glad you could join us for dinner. I didn't realize it was date night. I'm sorry for intruding. I'll get out of the way. No, Sayori. Please stay.
As I walk into the room behind Natsuki, I see that Sayori has already risen from her chair and made it partway to the door before being stopped by Natsuki's words.
I don't want to interrupt, so...
No, Sayori. We insist. It's been too long. I watch my best friend's eyes dart between me and my girlfriend. Her visible confusion is gnawing away at me. Now that Natsuki's brought it up, I realize I shouldn't have tricked Sayori into coming either. At the time, I didn't see any other way to get the two of them together, but if I could have gotten Natsuki's blessing after having an honest conversation with her, Natsuki could have helped convince Sayori too. Adoi! Not to mention that this must be a nasty surprise for the two of them.
Sayori, it would mean a lot to me if you stayed. Just for dinner, if you want. You don't have to hang out with us after.
Sayori's eyes plead with me for an out. I know how cautious she's tried to be around the two of us, so this must have blindsided her.
Sure. I'll stay for dinner, if it's not a burden. Not at all. Please make yourself at home.
But it's my home. I barely managed to croak out the words. Natsuki stares enough to shut me down. Looks like she's taking it from here. Oh, dude. The night has gone surprisingly well so far. No one's died from my cooking yet, at least. Or from an angry pink-haired tsundere. So I'd say that's a win in my book. The good news is, I'm currently walking out with dessert. A tray of cupcakes made and decorated by yours truly. They look awful. Actually, I don't know how they turned out. I was too scared to try one beforehand. I never tried baking without Natsuki around before, and it was an interesting experience to say the least.
Ooh, cupcakes! Wow, would you look at that? Stole my whole gimmick.
Both girls grin broadly at me. I chuckle. Nah, they won't be as good as yours. Besides, you can make cookies too, remember?
And don't you forget it.
With that, she takes one and bites into it. Sayori is quick to follow suit. Well? Sayori's face says it all. I can't tell whether they're good or not from their reactions, but at least it isn't bad enough for them to spit it out. At least Sayori gives me a thumbs up. Natsuki's first to finish her mouthful, so she looks me dead in the face. Uh-oh.
Flam, serious question.
What? Are they that good?
Actually, better idea. Come to the kitchen.
I quietly follow behind her.
Where is the sugar in your kitchen?
Huh? Confused, I grabbed the sugar from my pantry. Did I? Right here. I hold up a clear glass container.
There's no sugar in the cupcakes.
No. No, worse. I think he put salt in the batter.
Oh.
Because it says a clear glass container. It didn't mention anything about it being labeled or not. I knew it.
Uh-huh. Now, where is the salt?
It then dawns on me. No. I didn't.
Those cupcakes are so salty.
You know, I never thought I would ever say this about this game before. I never thought I would say this, but I feel like rage quitting. That is how dumb this guy is. I feel like rage quitting this game right now. there's really only so much stupid I could take from this guy, and he's just throwing it all out at me, and just not even 30 minutes into this. You're pulling my leg. There's no way in hell I messed that up. She's screwing with me. She has to be. They look completely different. I'm not that stupid. I know it. Right? She walks over to the pantry, pulls out a matching set for the salt.
This here is salt.
You don't say.
Apparently, I have to. The one in your hand? That's sugar. That's the one you put in cupcakes.
It's at this point that I see Sayori glance over at me with a conflicting look on her face. She walks over to me, takes a piece of her cupcake, and shoves it into my mouth. Huh? It's remarkably sweet. Well, now that was mean. You total bitch. Oh my god. Natsuki, you bitch. She pulled a fast one on me, guys. I seriously thought I was that dumb.
Oh, she was missing?
She was messing.
Little turds.
I seriously thought I seriously thought he was that dumb. Salt in the batter instead of the sugar.
Aren't you glad you didn't rage quit? Kind of.
Kind of. I watch as Natsuki bursts out into laughter. Sayori shakes her head, offering me some more cupcake. I can't believe, Nat, you were screwing with me. You know how hard I worked on those?
I know, and I'm sorry.
A mischievous grin crosses her face.
Consider it payback for what you pulled today.
Well, in that case, just bravo. Bravo. I sigh. Can't argue with that, I suppose. Sayori finally chimes in.
That wasn't very nice, Natsuki. I know, but this time you deserved it.
No, she's totally right. I deserve that.
Yeah, let's put another prank on Flam together next time, Sayori. We'll turn you into a prank master in no time. Really? That does sound like fun. Yeah, I've got a lot of ideas for what we can do.
Sayori beams at Natsuki, and a message slightly seems to pass between them.
But I'll have you know that I'm not a beginner to pranks. I used to pull a lot of them with Flam when we were kids. In that case, you and Flam should try pulling one on me if you can.
Sayori nods cheerfully, clearly understanding what Natsuki's saying. Leave it to Natsuki to try fixing relationships in such a roundabout way. But I guess it's not her style to outright say, I want you and Flam to start hanging out again.
I don't know if we should keep pulling food pranks, though. Those cupcakes are so good! No one deserves to have their food made fun of like that. It reminds me of your cakes, Natsuki.
Aha, it is her recipe. Well, mostly. I have been experimenting a little lately, just never on my own. Natsuki stops her giggling and faces Sayori.
He's not as good as me yet, that's for sure. But he's getting there.
The night continues with the three of us watching TV until late in the night. I called that mission success, if there ever was one, and all it cost was my dignity, and your intelligence, and your sense of humanity, and whatever little shred of common courtesy you had left.
Use your box back.
Ugh. Oh. Alright, hold on a second, guys. I don't know what the... I gotta reload that. I don't know what the context of that whole thing was. Alright, so we're back at the point where this conversation started. So apparently something... I'm supposed to choose something here. Alright, so Natsuki comes in, the bruise on her face from the quote, second time, end quote. Natsuki.
Shut up.
I was just...
Shut up.
Natsuki shoves me aside and storms into my house. I cautiously trail behind her. Should I...
Just don't say anything.
Okay. Natsuki sits on the couch with her arms crossed, actively avoiding eye contact. I can almost physically feel how tense the air is right now. Unsure what to do, I stand up to get a glass of water. Another situation where I don't know what to do or say. I love Natsuki, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I really wish that she just didn't have such a prickly side to her personality. Well, maybe it's more like I wish she communicated more easily. Hey. She doesn't respond. Listen, Natsuki.
I said shut up. I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, why are you snapping at me? All I'm trying to do is help you.
I don't want your help.
Okay, now I'm starting to get mad. Gloves are coming off. Miss Salt and Sugar. I'm not one to get angry normally, but the circumstances here are a lot different. I've done so much for Natsuki up to this point, and this is how she repays me. Why not? You're my fucking girlfriend. It's what I meant to do.
I just don't.
I scoff. Alright, fine then. I'm calling the police. Natsuki jumps up from the couch. She clenches her fists as her eyes burn a hole in the wall behind me.
Don't even think about it.
I'm not sitting by and letting your dad beat you again, Natsuki. You don't want to tell me what happened, so yeah, I'm calling the police.
If you call the police, then we're done. You hear me?
At this point, I don't care. I take my phone back out of my pocket and begin to dial 911.
Why do you always meddle in my life?
Because I love you, damn it. What kind of boyfriend would I be if I let you get hurt? Like, Natsuki stops dead in her tracks.
You...
Once again, silence falls between us. Neither of us dare to say anything. I notice Natsuki's eyes wander as if she's scanning the room. I'm tempted to continue dialing, but for some reason, I can't bring myself to. Well, she was serious. I know I said I didn't care, but that was a heat of the moment assertion. I care a lot. Now what's gonna happen? Finally, I notice that Natsuki's expression has softened. Her face is slightly red and her unbruised eye is twitching. Suddenly, she speaks.
Please. Don't.
Natsuki's voice begins to tremble, causing all my anger to disappear, seemingly in an instant. She begins to shake as fresh tears rush down her cheeks. Without hesitation, I rush over and reach out to wrap my arms around her. But I abruptly stop when she flinches at my sudden movement.
Don't touch me.
I back up, holding my hands in the air. Okay, I won't. I won't do anything you don't want me to. Natsuki slumps back onto the couch, hugging her arms around herself. I slowly settle down on the seat next to her, taking care not to touch her. Only Natsuki's stifled sniffles break the heavy silence that lies between us. We sit like this for what seems like an hour, even though, realistically, it's probably only been a couple of minutes. It looks like Natsuki's finally stopped trying to hold herself back, too, and now she's crying waterfalls into her hands. The rush of emotion overcomes me, and I find myself crying as well. I can't even begin to describe what I'm feeling right now. It's almost as if every single emotion just hit me like a brick. No, not every single emotion. There's one I can easily pinpoint. Fear. I'm scared. For myself and for Natsuki. This is the most vulnerable either of us have ever been with each other. And I'm afraid of what's going to happen next. Our sobbing eventually abates, and we wipe our tears away. We stare into each other's eyes. Neither of us have the strength to say anything. Normally the tension in the air would have made me uncomfortable, but I'm too tired to care.
Flam?
Natsuki?
I'm scared.
I know. I'm scared too.
Hold me.
I smile. Of course. Natsuki crawls up next to me and lets me wrap my arms around her. I try my best not to touch her bruises, but she still squirms a tiny bit. I gently stroke her hair as we both finally calm down. Hey. I speak in a hushed voice. We need to do something.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to get him arrested.
I know, Natsuki. I know. I hold her a little bit tighter. But hear me out, okay? I know you love him. I understand his situation. But you can't keep justifying things like this. You need to turn him in. I'm sorry, but he's dangerous.
I know. This really isn't okay. It's just really hard for me to accept it because he's my dad. I know you're right.
Wait, what? She's not arguing with me?
You were always right. You were right when I first told you, and you're right now. After going through all this, I can't forgive him, no matter how hard I try. So yeah, we should go to the police.
I feel as if a huge weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. Don't worry. We will soon. I'm not letting him hurt you again. Natsuki turns away and sighs.
You say the stupidest stuff, Flam. I hate how much I love it.
I laugh. Well, it's what I'm known for. I love you, Natsuki.
I love you too, dummy.
We hold each other closer. My heart is racing, but from what, I'm not sure of. Fear, anticipation, pure adrenaline. Hey,
What?
do you want to call now?
The police? No, not really. I want to get my stuff from my house first.
What about your dad?
He's probably off drinking somewhere. If I go in the morning, he won't be there. I swear.
Now we know how that turns out. Yeah, I already know the answer to this one. If we leave it be, the same thing's just gonna happen again. I don't know, Natsuki. I don't want to risk it.
I told you I'll be fine.
I know. I'm just being cautious. It's not like the police aren't gonna let you get your stuff, though. There's nothing we lose if we do it now.
Flam?
I'm sorry. I just don't want to take any unnecessary risks. I care about you too much to do that. There's a long silence as Natsuki ponders my suggestion. Eventually, she sighs deeply and starts talking.
I guess you're right. I don't want to take any risks either. Are you sure they'll let me get my stuff?
I'm certain.
Alright. I trust you then. Don't call them right now, though. I want to stay like this for a little bit.
Of course. I'll do it sometime tonight.
Okay.
Well, Shannon still has to come down to that, though. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah. Without opening my eyes, I hit the snooze button on my alarm clock. Unfortunately, the damage has already been done. With an irritated groan, I blearily sit up and check the time. Just about 9, huh? I'm up pretty early. I get out of bed, strip naked, and head for the shower. The hot water hits my face and runs down my chest, forcefully jolting myself awake. I go through my usual shower routine, silently thinking to myself, you know, they never mentioned if Natsuki was in there or not. So I stripped naked without looking around. Showers are the best place to just think to yourself and reflect on everything. Guess that's why they're called shower thoughts. Regardless, I'm certainly in no short supply on things to contemplate, especially given everything that's happened recently. Where to even begin? The morning after Natsuki stayed at my place, after a long talk, Natsuki and I went to the police station. From there, everything became hectic really quick. In truth, it's all a huge blur of questioning and sitting in the bullpen for hours on end. I don't remember a lot of the specifics. They labeled me as a witness. It was a really long day, but in the end, they brought Natsuki's dad in and he ended up confessing to the abuse. Definitely the scariest part of that whole ordeal was when the alternative care services said Natsuki was going to have to stay at a child care institution, as she didn't have any nearby relatives. One of the few things I remember clearly from that day was the expression Natsuki gave me when we heard that. She was scared. And rightfully so, too. All the stories I've heard about child care institutions like that haven't exactly been the best. I wanted her to stay with me, but the police said that she could only live with someone who could act as her guardian. And since my mom is out abroad, I don't exactly want to adopt my girlfriend. As much as that annoyed me at the time, I couldn't disagree with their reasoning. Besides, we got really lucky anyway. This really sweet older couple offered to foster Natsuki almost as soon as the notice was put out. A couple days and a good amount of paperwork for everyone involved later, here we are. Fully washed, I turned the water off and began drying myself off. Man, there's so many dirty dishes. And with Natsuki coming over soon, I should really clean these up. As I'm cleaning up, it dawns on me just how different things are for Natsuki now. She's been through so much, and I can only imagine how crazy life must be for her. She's living with a new set of parents, her dad's in custody. I don't know how she's managed to put on a brave face and soldier through all it. She might be small, but her bravery knows no bounds. Ah, right as I finished with the dishes too.
I'm back!
And as loud as ever.
Oh, shut up. You know you missed me.
Can't argue with that. Man, it's great to see you again, Nat.
Yes, nice seeing you too, Flam.
Natsuki walks over and we share a gentle hug. You can still tell that hugs feel slightly foreign to Natsuki, as the way she embraces me doesn't feel as natural as it does with someone like Sayori. Still, I'm glad that she's able to give out hugs much more freely than before.
It's been a while since we've baked anything in here.
Yeah, I've missed it, to be honest.
Same. I guess it means we have to bake extra cupcakes to make up for all the time we lost.
Sounds like a plan to me. But still don't expect me to eat a lot of them. I've been trying to watch myself as of late.
Really?
Yeah, I was stress eating a lot through the whole transfer ordeal, so I'm trying to do better.
That's good. I want you to be healthy. Maybe I should go on a diet too.
What? Is that a joke?
Duh. Besides, it's too much work. And anyway, my Takahiro said I needed to start eating more protein.
I nod my head in agreement. Probably best to listen to him.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask, by the way.
Yeah?
How's it been going? With your foster parents, I mean.
They've been good, actually. They're both really nice to me. It's been a bit hard adjusting, but they helped a lot.
That's a relief. I'm guessing that they've been making you eat?
Yeah. Takahiro is the chef of the house, but he's really not that good. But I can't bring myself to tell him his cooking stinks. Don't tell him I told you that, though.
Don't worry, I'm not a snitch.
Good. I was thinking about helping Takahiro cook dinner, too.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Not only would you get to show off your cooking, but you'd also get to bond over it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear everything is going alright. How have you been feeling about all this, though?
I'm fine. I'm fine? I could just say I've been eating more.
Sound tells me that Natsuki's not simply just okay. Natsuki, you know what I mean. It's okay to still feel negative emotions, you know, even if your circumstances have changed. Natsuki takes a moment to answer me. It doesn't look like she's trying to hide anything. It's more like she's avoiding thinking about the subject.
Yeah. I mean, I went to the station this morning.
I pause, eyeing her. Why would you do that? I can see Natsuki shrug, biting her lip.
I wanted to see my dad.
I reflexively stop the urge to panic. She's obviously got a good reason, and jumping to conclusions won't do any good for anyone. Why?
Can I be honest with you, Flam?
Oh, I don't like where this is going. I really, really don't like where this is going.
I miss him.
Wait, what?
I know he was awful and he hurt me, but he wasn't always like that. He's still my dad. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I can't help it. I'm the reason this happened after all. Not directly, but if I hadn't said anything, he wouldn't be in jail. I don't think I would want to go back to that, obviously. I just wish I could have done something different. He's not a bad person, okay?
I take a deep breath. I can't look away from Natsuki's eyes. She's pleading with me to give her a bone. Anything to make her not feel insane after all she's been through. All I can do is smile at her, hoping to convey that I understand. Well, not really understand, but at least accept what he's saying. I know. I wish we could have done something else. Gone about this a different way too, but that's just how it happened. We can't change the past. As much as I might not want to, I hold my tongue. I can't say I'm thrilled by this revelation. The man beat her senseless. Worse still, it could have gotten worse if no one had intervened. I feel betrayed. All I tried to do was keep her safe, but it feels like she walked willingly back into the lion's den just to see if it would bite her. I just can't believe what I'm hearing. I close my eyes in an attempt to calm the emotion welling up in the deep recesses of my mind. No. If I want this relationship to succeed, I need to trust my partner. Either she's crazy or I am. Though perhaps we both are. But who said that was a bad thing? It's at that moment that I realize something. She's changed the way she talks about him, after everything she's been through. I can't blame her. She's grown so much over the past few months that if you compare her to the way I met her and now, she'd be almost unrecognizable. But I wouldn't change one thing about her. I truly wish we could have resolved her home problems in a better way, one that allowed her to be guilt-free, but that's a fantasy.
I know you're upset with me, but I had to. I needed to know why. I can't explain it, and I don't expect you to understand. Just, I need you to trust me.
She looks up at me with fleeting eyes. It's times like this, when we're so close, that I can really feel the difference in height and stature. She's tiny, like a kitten. Of course I trust you. You don't need to explain yourself to me. I hold her tight, lightly stroking the back of her head, just like you would to a cat.
Thank you, Flam, for everything. I really do love you.
I know. I'll always be here for you. No matter what. I love you too. It took a long time for us to finally part. It had only been a few weeks, but it had felt like forever.
Hey,
Yeah?
please don't let go of me, alright?
Wow. That was Doki Doki Blue Skies, guys. We finally did it, guys. We got all the endings to it. For staying with us for the right now, or how long it was. This would be episode 12. Oh, wait on it. So you finally made it, huh? All 3 routes, all 3 good endings. Back in February 2018, I never would have imagined that trying DDLC would have had such long-lasting ripples on my life. It's extremely cliched, but DDLC is perhaps the most influential game I've ever played. Not only did it finally give me the chance to try my hand at writing, a hobby I've always wanted to try, but it also gave me the opportunity to meet some wonderful people who I otherwise never would have had the chance to meet. More importantly, DDLC opened my eyes to the world of Japanese media, with 2 slenderous... 2... I have no idea what that word is.
How do you spell it?
I don't even know what some of these letters are. I can't tell if that's an L or a T or if that's a B or an S at the end. This word is either Stendius, Slendalb. I have no idea. Anyway, with 2 whatever that is being Danganronpa and Katawa Shoujo, Dan taught me the important lesson of never judging a book by its cover. Working on this project for over 2 years was extremely difficult. The stress of hoping the entire project together was really pervasive, and I'd lie awake for many nights wondering if it would be worth it. In the end, I'm glad I pulled through partially because I wanted to prove to myself that I could stick to a new hobby, but also because I wanted to share my story in the hope that it would have a positive impact on someone's life. I really hope that you enjoyed delving back into the world of DDLC, and if this mod made you smile, if just for one person, then I think it's all been worth it. As a final goodbye, I'd just like to give anyone wanting to start writing a piece of advice. Just start. Cliched, tied and true, I know, but it's the most honest advice I could give you. You never know where it will take you. I didn't know in February 2018, and I'm proud of where I am now. Sir San Swampert. P.S. To all my fellow devs and friends who kept up who kept up a continual stream of encouragement, thank you. The mod wouldn't be here without you guys. Oh, hello and congrats on reaching all 3 good endings. Anime, manga, and visual novels have been passions of mine for my entire life. I grew up on Doraemon and Chibi Maruko-chan, and as the years passed, I explored every genre out there. Yes, I had the typical shoujo manga phase in middle school, and even fangirled over yaoi and yuri in high school. I've always loved the way these types of media have never been afraid to push the boundaries on their limitations. Despite technically being cartoons, anime and manga address serious concerns and adult matters. They were able to utilize the art of their mediums to convey certain messages that could not be conveyed through live action. As for visual novels, it amazes me that they can allow us to form such deep attachments to fictional characters. You got that right. A well-written visual novel is wonderful in that it encourages you to actively empathize with the characters, to walk in their shoes so that you can make the appropriate choice when the time comes. Like you, as a player, I would have tried for all the good endings that Blue Skies included. And as someone who enjoys 100%ing usual novels, I would have felt awful, as I always do, when purposefully choosing the incorrect choices for the bad endings. My wish is that through Blue Skies, I have helped you feel the same way too. Even after the many sleepless nights spent hunched over my drawing table and squinting at countless pages of writing and code, I wouldn't change a thing about my experience with Blue Skies. It has introduced me to a singularly extraordinary, albeit sometimes fanatical community, and to many incredible modders. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to make this mod. Without you, the player, I wouldn't have had a reason to undergo such a project, and for that, you have my sincere gratitude. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Blue Skies, and I hope you had fun doing so. See you, Space Cowboy. Kiori. And that was it, guys. Wow. This was a long road. This is episode 12 of the Natsuki route. So altogether, just from my channel, there are 42 episodes of Doki Doki Blue Skies. And if you want to see them all, link in the description to the playlist to the very start of the series. I started with Sayori's route, then I did Yuri's, and then finally Natsuki's. And what an adventure this has been with all three of them. All right, so we're not done with Doki Doki yet, guys. But I don't want to start a new mod until the start of the next week. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get caught up on some horror games that I started playing but didn't finish. I'm gonna see if I can get those finished up or not. But come Monday, I'm gonna be starting with Purist Mod. I'm looking forward to that. And that's really all I can say. This has been an amazing adventure, guys, and thank you so much for coming on it with me. But if you like the video, leave a like, comment down below your favorite moment from the whole entire series. For me, there've been some good moments, but the one that sticks out to me the most is smug old glue sniffer. That's the moment from this mod that sticks out to me the most. Alright, see you guys on tomorrow for more horror games. And I will see you guys on Monday for Purist Mod. Have a good night.